Smashed my hand in the bottom of his pockets. It was not very deep, eh?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a couple of new commentators in the box this afternoon. Lee Creighton versus Chris Fraser.
And what's your name, commentator?
It's Rory.
Rory
McFarlane.
McFarlane.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you are?
My name is Graham Hamilton. Both have been veterans of the GB9 Tour for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
Okay, what we got here? So,
Well, we missed the first track because a certain Gavin Gillespie was talking nonsense for some time.
so we decided to commentate on this match because these are
Well, yeah, it
both
should be
Scottish
good.
players.
I hope they both give a good account of themselves. Well, obviously, as I say that, Spanish Chris Fraser, his nickname is Spanish. He's just dogged that one.
Okay, so it's 1-0 to Chris Fraser.
I
Let's see what Lee's got.
think preparation-wise, Graham, they've taken slightly different approaches. Lee Creighton takes it quite serious. Obviously, comes down with his granddad, Papa Crites. And Chris Fraser, on the other hand, stays up all night and gets absolutely wrecked. And I think that might be the difference. What would you say?
I think Chris possesses a lot of natural talent. We've known Chris for a long time, haven't we? And he's the kind of guy that doesn't really need to prepare too much. He can just pick up a cue and play high level ball. So I think the same applies to Lee as well. I don't think Lee's been playing that much recently either. But it looks like he's in good form at the moment. Taking this one down to make it 1-1.
He's not hanging about, is he? There we go, 1-1.
He is a very loose player, Lee, isn't he?
Well, you've seen him more than me through in Glasgow, but you're saying he hasn't been playing as much, is that right?
He hasn't, no. He used to live in a house with his granny and his granda, and he had a very, very good tight table to practice on, and he would practice on it quite a lot, but he moved out a couple of years ago, so he definitely isn't practicing as much as he used to, but clearly he's still very, very good, as we've seen by that last track.
Well, talking about moving out of homes, Chris Fraser exactly the same, because he had a lovely little setup in his garage.
Okay, so Chris breaking off in rack 3. Of course, the 3-point rule does not apply in this particular tournament. That's a decent break. It doesn't look as if the 2 passes the 7 here. What do you think about that little rub off the 6? Good fortune or pre-planned?
Well, as we know, Spanish is one of the luckiest players on tour. And quite frankly, when I play him, I get very riled by it. I know everyone does. He's a little hobbit, is what some people call him. I don't personally call him that. I'm just saying some people do.
Little swerve. He's just missed that, so nice open table here for Lee.
He's not going to be happy with that.
This is a tricky shot, isn't it? You've got to go aggressive here.
Oh, 100%. And I think both of them are attacking players, as you have to be in 9 ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think especially these two, they don't like to refuse many. Felt like he didn't quite commit to that 100%. It was a little bit tentative.
Little touch of good fortune there, wasn't it? Managed to full ball snooker, I think. What do you think Chris is going to do here? Try and kick the 5 up table? Cue ball behind the 7?
Oh, we could see an edge. It's amazing how the camera angles are quite deceptive, aren't they?
I think at this moment we should give a little shout out to our friends here at GB9. What a great event it has been so far. It's only Friday afternoon, so there's 2 more great days to look forward to. Always have a good time here, don't we, Rory?
Yeah, 100%. Everyone seems in good spirits always.
Oh wow, that was a bit risky, wasn't it? Jump shot. Oh, he's left the combination. Are you taking this combo on if it's you?
I know what you would do, Graham. You won't be taking that on, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's just going to run this one out. That's the mark of a confident player.
If you had to single out something about Chris's game that you particularly like, what would you go for?
Well, as you mentioned earlier on, he's a very attacking player. So, yeah, you've got to admire how he gets through a rack. He doesn't miss much. He's very confident. He doesn't take a huge amount of time either. He just gets down and makes the ball. Very confident player. He's sent that man to make it 2-1.
Score predictions from what you've seen so far?
That's a good question. Again, we both know these players quite well. We know their games quite well. Lee definitely has been playing more competitive pool than Chris has. Who's the better player is a question as well.
Well, out of these two,
Out of these two,
or we're throwing in ourselves into the mix?
don't think that'll make much of a difference, unfortunately. For me, my prediction, I mean, Chris won his first round match 9-0, so he's stroking, as we say, stroking. Nice break here from Lee. Where's this one going to go? Oh, it's open. Oh, 7, is it? It's just sitting over that pocket. It shouldn't cause too many problems.
No, if you can navigate that, it should be quite plain sailing.
Oh, good shot there. So, break and run potential here for Lee.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to see how he can go wrong here.
So viewers watching at home, stick your comments in the box. Let us know what you think so far of the game. What's Lee thinking about here? He's slightly straight on this, isn't he? Is he going to draw it back? Bit short.
Yeah, he's made slightly hard work with this rack, truth be told.
You asked me earlier on for a prediction in this match, so I'm gonna back Chris Fraser, our friend. I think it's going to be a 9-6, but it's a great shot there from Lee. Now,
is Lee Creighton not your friend then, when you say our friend Chris Fraser?
put me on the spot there a little bit. Oh. Okay, chance here for Chris. Tough positional shot though, to the 8. Is he going to push this one straight through?
Well, good luck with this one.
It is a quick table though, so doesn't have to do a huge amount of work, but with the cue ball close to the rail, it does make it a little tougher than you would expect.
Oh, he's considering jacking up here. Oh, I don't like this personally. Nah. Oh, where's that 9 gone? No, it's just crept. But I think this is what we touched on about Spanish, is that he's very attacking. And
nice shot from Lee.
Other players might have felt that 7 was a bridge too far.
He's a little bit straight on this, isn't he? He's going to draw this back. That's the second one in a row that's rattled for Lee. He's a bit frustrated, as you can see in his body language.
So 3-1, Chris Fraser now.
So what's your prediction then, Rory? I gave you mine, I said 9-6 to Chris Fraser.
Well, I think I've got the benefit of seeing a little bit more of the match so far, and Lee just seems to be, he hasn't found his groove as yet. And Chris is able to pick off the rack, so if it carries on like that for much longer, it would seem that it's going to go in Chris's favour. So on that basis, sticking my neck out, I'm going to go 9-5 to Chris. I appreciate that Lee's granddad might not be happy with this slightly biased commentary.
Let's hope he's not watching. Okay. Chris to break off in rack 5. So he has made the 2, but the 1 is obstructed. But Chris is an aggressive player, so... Oh no, in fact the 2's on the table. Good safety shot there from Chris.
Okay, so just while these two navigate this safety battle, we're going to touch on your performances, Graham, in recent GB9s. How have you found your way in Telford over the last 3, 4, 5 years?
So he's just lining up a kick shot on this 1 ball here.
Right. Can you answer the question, please? Because some say that there's a Telford curse. Because... Is it right?
Oh, nice shot there from Lee. He's got an almost full ball snooker.
No.
Lovely shot.
Okay, let's ignore the screens for a minute and let's touch on there's an elephant in the room, Graham, okay? You have lost 14 consecutive GB9 matches.
Well, that's not true.
We're all rooting for you.
Nice shot from Chris, and it's dropped beautifully. Not got shape on the 2 though, but it was a nice shot. Oh, the dreaded double kiss, and he's left it, I think. So Chris has got a great chance here to take a 4-1 lead. The balls are all fairly in the open. Chris is hampered a little bit here. Yeah, he's missed it. That wasn't easy. Anytime you're bridging over a ball, it makes it much, much harder. So, do you feel as if Lee really needs to try and take this rack? There's a big difference between 4-1 and 3-2, right?
Yeah, 100%. I wouldn't say he's out of it by any means at 4-1 down, but he's certainly making his job a lot harder.
So defensive shot here from Lee. He's done all right. I think a little edge is maybe sticking out, but it's not too bad. Look at that for a shot. There was a little edge. He took it on, And what a great shot. He got the reward. This is going to be 4-1.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think this is what we mentioned before, is that his very attacking style, you put all your eggs in one basket, it can work out tremendously for you.
Okay, Chris Fraser in full control now of this game. Lee is going to have to come up with the goods pretty soon, otherwise he's going to head to the loser's side of the draw. 4-1.
What side of the draw are you in? Are you still on the winner's side, or?
Not, unfortunately, no. I lost this morning in my first match, so play again later on this evening. And yourself?
Yeah, I struggled through.
Who did you play?
I played Shane Conroy, who
Good player.
yeah.
Okay, we're a little bit clustered in the middle of the table here with this break. Got through the gap, nice shot. So, it looks like this 3 goes to the middle. He is slightly straight. I think you can see this 3.
Are you having a laugh?
No? Difficult to tell from this camera angle. Oh yeah, we've got another angle actually in the box here, and he is actually snookered. Chris is currently looking in his bag for his jump stick. Very good with a jump stick is Chris.
Yeah, that's another thing he's good at.
Has he got any weaknesses in his game? You know, speaking on an amateur level, he's obviously not a professional player, but...
You mean pool-wise weaknesses, or...?
Yeah, pool, yeah. Well, we'll find out in a second if his jumping is good enough.
Wow,
my
hello.
goodness. The 9s are gone. Oh, Lee's not going to be happy here.
Of course not.
Oh boy. I didn't actually see it. Which is not great for a commentator. I really should be watching the action. As I'm commentating, I don't know what I was doing.
What were you watching?
Not entirely sure. I take it he must have just kicked that in.
Not entirely sure. To be honest, I think Lee will be feeling what many of us feel when you play Chris, which is that he gets a hell of a lot of luck. I wouldn't say he's got many rubs in this game so far, but obviously that 9 to make it 5-1,
Yeah, that's a big one.
pretty big.
That's a big one. Nice break-off shot here from Chris. Oh, that is looking quite tasty. Very tasty.
Yeah, it seems like the 1 and the 2 both slide past the 7, although he is double checking.
Nice stroke there. suddenly this rack has opened up nicely.
I actually thought that ball on the side, close to the side cushion, was the 3. So
Yeah, it's easy to get muddled up. It's
my
pink and red.
And you know what? I have actually missed my eye test. It's expired. You're supposed to do it every 2 years, aren't you? And I think it's elapsed now. It's now like 4 years.
So you're not really qualified to be doing this, are you?
Well, it's not just my eyesight that makes me unqualified, that's for sure.
Back to the action. So Chris is running out here. You're talking about the colour of the balls and getting confused. Are you aware of what happened at the US Open earlier on in the week with SVB? He was playing a young lad. The young lad was running out, I think, to go 8-7 up. He accidentally played the 5 before the 4. SVB allowed him to make the foul and then took the foul, of course. What's your thoughts? Should Shane have stopped him?
Just to clarify, because as you know, I don't know many 9-ball players, but this young guy, he's a professional too, isn't he? He's not just an amateur.
Well, I think he's very young. I think he probably is professional, but he is very young. He's only a teenager, so I guess so. So yeah, do you think Shane was right to let him shoot the wrong ball?
I think at that level, in that tournament, I think yes.
Yeah.
Obviously it looks brutal, but your job is not to help your opponent.
I agree, and it's a crucial stage in the match as well. If Shane lost that rack, his opponent would have been on the hill. You know, I don't think that was the time for Shane to call a foul, or not call a foul, should I say?
Would you say that it's different, GB9, playing against someone that you know quite well, perhaps a friend? Do you think that changes the dynamic of it at all?
It's difficult because we're talking about us as amateurs comparing ourselves to professionals who play pool for a living. So yeah, if I'm playing against I mean there's been a couple of times here at GB9 that's happened where my opponent's tried to shoot the wrong ball and I've stopped them and pointed out. But if I was a professional, then yeah, I don't think I would be as forgiving. Anyway, back to the action. 6-1, it looks like Chris is dominating at the moment. It is late at the table though.
Yeah, did we miss a rack?
Yeah, we were talking
Was
about
it
Shane.
5 a minute ago?
But yeah.
Oh, watch out for the foul here, Spanish.
Now that is allowed, even though he has touched the 9-ball with his hand. Lee is acting as a referee, so he is allowed to touch the ball in that moment, seeking permission from his opponent first of all.
Right. Question time. Have you ever, while moving the magic rack, promoted a ball that you've touched into a slightly better position for yourself?
No, definitely not. It's happened to me at Hill in a match here at GB9.
Against?
Can't remember his name.
That's convenient. It wasn't David Moyer, was it?
No. Okay, so Lee is lining up this for. He really can't miss at this moment. Lee, he can't afford a miss. This needs to go. Oh, he's gone safe. Okay. Yep, good shot. Good shot. I can see why he took that on, because I think the natural path of the cue ball might have been taking him away from the 5, possibly into the 7. So it's a good shot.
Yeah, again, I can't really comment because I was looking at something else. I was distracted, so apologies there.
Okay, Chris with the jump stick. The last time he had the jump stick out, of course, he fluked the 9. We don't really want to see that again, do we?
He's not doing it here, surely. He's maybe fluked it in the side, though, has he?
Oh, no. Oh, it's okay. Okay, so chance for Lee.
As you said, though, he's really at sort of last chance to win, isn't he? He can't be gifting away any more racks.
Good shot. Yep.
A little bit straight here, but can screw back.
I think Lee's someone who
Nip
really
it a
likes to
little bit.
get that cue ball spinning, so that's not a problem for him. Oh, sorry about that profanity. We apologise. This is an emotional match. Lee needs to make this 9. He's missed it, but he's got it safe-ish. Yeah, Lee's not confident at the moment, is he?
No, he's struggling out there.
Bank shot here for Chris. With the added insurance of leaving the cue ball towards the top rail in case he misses. Oh, he's just played it safe. Okay. This is tense, isn't it? Because this is a big rack.
Tens? It's 6-1, mate.
This is a big rack. The 9 is slightly off the rail. He's going to go attacking here. He's tried it, he's missed it, and it looks like he's going to leave a shot. Yeah, he has.
Not just a shot, a tap in. That'll be 7-1.
This is going to be 7-1 to
he's
Chris
just given
Fraser.
it.
Oh, he has conceded. Okay, well, conceded the rack. Okay. Well, while we have an intermission in play, I'm going to take you through some of the latest scores, Rory.
Oh, this'll be cool.
So, on table 1,
Yep.
Jim Telfer is 1-0 up on Darren Murray, another Scottish player. Good player, Darren.
Well, they're both Scottish.
Oh, they're both Scottish. Okay, yeah, so they are. Mark Gray, 6-1 up on Richard Fulwell.
Is Richard Fulwell the person who beat you?
I think it was. Yeah. Brad Railton, 6-3 up on Mark Shepherd. Looking down, Tom Stavely, 4-0 up on John Chapman. John Chapman, he's a solid GB9 player.
Ah, he loves it, doesn't he?
Do you know what GB9 love him?
Yeah. For sure.
He's a much liked player on the GB9 tour, John Chapman, and a really good player at that as well.
And he's nifty with the jump key as well.
Yeah, yeah, he is. Yep, I've seen many a routine from
I've got
from
video
John.
evidence of him practicing his jumps.
Absolutely. Alvin Chan, 3-1 down against Philip Wildman.
If you were 7-1 down, as Lee is here, would you go all out? Is that your approach if you're far behind in a match?
Well, this is one of these situations where I think the mental side of the game comes into it, because Lee is not going to be feeling great right now. His confidence is going to be pretty low, I think. You can see by his body language around the table, he's not very confident. So, yeah, I mean, it goes two ways. You could either just give up, or you can perhaps say you've got nothing to lose, because you are probably going to lose the game at 7-1 down. He could well let his arm go loose, but he's quite a loose player already, Lee, so can he become even more loose than he already is?
I think you have to just go step by step. You can't let Chris get to the hill. If he can win this rack, maybe win the next one, all of a sudden there's still a bit life left in the match. I'm rooting for him. Come on, Lee, pap this in.
Yeah, he's definitely more safety orientated since he started losing these racks. You know, Lee would normally be taking that on, I think. But look, fair play. You know, you've got to manage the game as it is. He just wants to stay alive. He wants to stay in the game. There's no point in just handing a table over to your opponent recklessly. So that's a good shot from Lee.
It's not a good shot, is it? It's not even snookered him.
Well, it's better than
Oh,
lashing at a shot. That's a good shot there.
That's
from
a nice
Chris.
little touch by Chris. He's always had quite good feel. Spanish.
So, this week, Rory,
Yeah.
quite a few big players missing
Yeah.
from this year's event, this month's event, because of the US Open, of course. So there's no Imran, no Darren Appleton, no Elliot Sanderson, No.
Carl Hooley.
Without these big players, Mark Gray is here. Did I see him run? Imran's away.
Yeah.
Mark Gray is probably the big favourite. Mark Gray's dominated G9 for quite a long time now, and that's with a lot of great players.
I tell you what, if I was Mark Gray coming to this, you would honestly, you would just feel amazing, wouldn't you? Whereas most of us come bag of nerves, we don't know what kind of cue action we're going to come with.
Well, again, we're going into the amateur versus professional side of things. You know, you're speaking as an amateur.
Yeah, but I mean, I've got a bitterness because I'm jealous. Okay.
So back to the action here. So Chris, ball in hand, chance for 8-1 here. Looks like he's missed it. He's missed with ball in hand. Chris Fraser's just missed with ball in hand.
I think. I can't remember if you did ask if Chris had a weakness. I think maybe you did. Maybe I'm just making that up. But if there is a weakness, I think he can lose focus a little bit. Yep. And he can be slightly careless.
Yep.
Occasionally.
I agree.
But I think, to be honest, whether that's curable because his calmness and his almost aloofness to what's going on helps him a lot.
Yep.
So if you try and fix that, does that detract from a positive? I think I've worded that horrendously.
No, I've got you. Can you excuse Chris for maybe losing a bit of focus at 7-1 up in a race to 9?
No.
No, because Lee's a very good player.
Unforgivable. We just mentioned Mark Gray. Would he do it?
No, absolutely not.
And that
he's full focus for every rack, regardless of who he's playing. Because, I mean, here's Lee. So if Lee takes this one,
yeah, as I
7-2.
said, if he can avoid Chris getting to the hill,
yep, I agree with you.
Win this, win the next, all of a sudden,
there's pressure.
Who knows?
Yep.
And I would like to see a match.
I agree. I don't think we've really seen.
Oh, he's letting his arm out now, isn't he?
Not seen much of a match so far, have we? Although still, I mean, Chris has played some decent stuff. There's no doubt about it. But yeah, we haven't seen the close match that we were anticipating. Big shot coming up here for Lee.
Danny Lorimer. We shout out. Does this person know you? Hamdog. Who is that?
Oh, that's that's
who?
Hold on. I can't actually see the picture. That's the thing.
What you need to see the picture? You
Oh,
just know
right,
the
hold on. We're getting distracted.
what's going on here?
So Lee is currently running out here. See, I can't get it.
Is he papping this? Surely. Come on, Lee.
Oh yes, he
Ooh.
sent it. And we've got a game here, ladies and gents.
Well, not quite yet. 7-2, mate.
So, big one here. It's Lee's break. So break and run here from Lee. 7-3. You know, the pressure still isn't 100% there, but as you said earlier on, a couple more racks for Lee. We have got a game.
But if we touch on how this has come about, was that a bit loud?
It's a little bit loud.
I'm getting excited, am I?
So,
no, I've got to finish my point here.
sorry, go ahead.
I don't know. I said no. I sound like an idiot, don't I?
Yeah,
but,
you are.
No, because if you think about how that's come about, it's what we said about Spanish. A little bit of carelessness, loses focus, misses ball in hand. I mean, I'll be having words with him after this because that is unforgivable. And now it's etched in history because we'll be saving this video. And all of a sudden, 7-2, and who knows?
Yeah, the commenter you're talking about, Danny, that is the girlfriend of one of our good friends, Matthew Wrigley, playing his first GB9 here.
Ah.
Just
well, talking about that little clan, Matthew Wrigley absolutely destroyed Ronan.
Ronan coined.
Well, it was 9-0.
9-0.
I didn't know it was still to 9 in the loser side. Is it?
Yes.
In the main event.
Well, that changed a couple of years ago. Yeah. Yeah.
It went up to 9.
It used to be 7, but yeah, it's now 9. It's since they expanded the field, and we're starting a little bit earlier on the Friday. I think they've made the.
Is that the
races
9
a
over the
little
bag? Yeah, it must be.
No, it's not. It's the 6. Oh, is that the 9?
It must be the 9.
Wait.
Because where else would it be?
What is? Oh, he's made it. He's made it.
Right, calm down.
It's 7-3. I tell you what, just as I said, break and run.
Aye.
Right, why are they chatting to each other? They're supposed to be opponents.
I think that's okay. There's mutual respect between the two players. Know each other from up north. They played against each other over the years. There's nothing wrong with that.
I can see actually on one camera angle, Lee Creighton is chatting to the crowd. Now, if I was his coach, I wouldn't be suggesting that is a good idea.
No?
Is he focused? Is my concern.
I think so. I think he's all right.
Well, we'll have to take your word for that because we don't know, do we? Because to be honest, we're sitting in the back of Beyond.
Could we take the kit out into the arena and actually start doing interviews? Is that possible?
Oh, that would be good. I tried to do an interview with you about your GB9 record, but you shut that down. If I could, and obviously I'm just doing the commentary, but if I could get across the look on Graham's face when I mentioned the Telford curse that he suffers from, it was horrendous. Like, the look on his face was priceless.
Okay, so back to the match. So
again, you've shut it down. Up to you.
Well, we're here to talk about the match.
Okay, whatever.
Don't really know what you're talking about anyway in the first place.
You do know exactly what I'm talking about. You've lost 14 games in a row, and that is horrendous in itself. That needs to change.
It's not true.
Well,
it's absolutely not true. Anyway, so back to the action.
Convenient.
Oh, he's left it. Okay.
I tell you what, I think Spanish has just switched off a little
What's
bit.
he done here?
Well, we can see what he's done. He started to minge. Oh, he's swearing again. I tell you what, he's given Scottish people a slightly bad name here because everyone already thinks that we're swearing. We're up to nonsense. And Lee is just, he's confirming that stereotype, isn't he? We're not all like that. Well, most.
Oh, this is a good shot. Yep, he's made it, but I don't think he's going to be able to see this too. He's definitely not. He's snookered by both the 9 and the 6. That's really unfortunate for Chris. So, I'll tell you what, that was a good shot from Chris.
Again, I didn't see it, so I wouldn't like to.
Well, I saw it.
I wouldn't like to
It was
comment.
good. And now Lee is having to jump here. Nope, he's going to kick.
I think my commentary would be slightly
jumping.
better if I actually watched more of the match. I'll tell you what, Chris Patient does a fantastic job.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I actually thought this would be a walk in the park, and it turns out, like with everything,
It's not easy.
it's trickier than it seems. we mentioned this Scottish contingent that are down here. We've got 2 Scottish players playing. We've got 2 Scottish, I was going to say players, but guys in the comms box. It's there is a lot of Scottish people, isn't there?
Got a little bit lucky there, Lee, didn't he? Landed safe, but I don't think he's going to like his next shot here.
Well, it depends if Spanish is switched back on.
Oh, he's gone aggressive. Oh, he's missed it, but two-way shot. Good thinking. Lee's under the cosh a little bit here. He really cannot afford to concede frames yet. Sorry, Rax.
Can you say frames for 9 ball?
No,
is that
no,
not
you
permitted?
can't. It's incorrect.
Can you say cushion, or does it have to
No,
be rail?
No, you can't say that.
Can you use any snooker terminology?
He's kicked at this. Oh, he's missed it. Oh. Where's this 7 going to land? So what do you think is going to happen here? So 2 down to the 4. Do you think a 6-9 combo? I mean, he's got to take on a 6-9 combo. Where else is a 6 going to go?
Yeah, if he just gets round to that side, he should have a fairly routine combo. Well,
Okay.
he's under hit that one. I think he's trying to hold this.
Oh, he's missed it.
Oh, I thought that was in, to be fair.
Wow. All right, Lee, this is your chance,
Do you think
pal.
this game is turning?
Not yet, but we're starting to see some indications that it might.
Tell you what, if he could win this, and then is he breaking for the next rack? I don't know why we asked. I asked because we don't actually know. I don't think we've got any way of knowing, because we're not that switched on.
Unless you paid attention.
Nah, I wasn't paying attention.
Right, slow roll. Oh, he's played that quite well. That's actually a tougher shot than you think.
Nah,
it's very easy to overrun. and
Oh, that
underrun.
shot, yeah.
That one, yeah.
I
the one
thought
he
you
just
meant
hit.
the
this
combo
one here?
here.
No, I think he's.
Yeah, I think he's making this.
Well, we can see on our monitor here. It's not. It's almost dead set. It's a little bit off. He's going to have to hit the left-hand side, right-hand side of this 6, and they're not exactly frozen. So you know what? Although it looks easy, it is missable.
Nah, he's making this every day of the week.
I would say so.
I've got faith.
Is he going to try and get his cue ball up table just in case he doesn't
No,
quite
who
make it?
cares? All out, boom. Lovely.
Yeah, nicely.
Nice.
Nice. 7 as well.
Just for good measure.
Yeah.
Why not?
I tell you what, is that 7-4?
Is it? Yeah.
I tell you what, this game has turned.
It has, and
This is good. This is what
from
we
a
want.
ball in hand miss from Chris.
7-4. I mean,
Short your life out.
I think Chris is still big favourite. Yeah.
Obviously.
But I tell you what, Lee had to win the last 3. He had to do it, and he did. Credit to him. But what's he going to do from now on? He still needs to stay intense.
Yep.
He needs to get the next one.
Right.
And
Okay.
probably the one after, and then. So, Lee's got a chance to make this 7-5.
Don't think any of us.
He has come right back into this, and you know, credit to him. So, does this 5 pass the 6? I think it does. What we've noticed ourselves on the outside tables, that they're playing really tight. You really cannot. Sometimes in American pool you can kind of hit rail first at the right pace, the ball's still going to drop. But on the outside tables you can't do that. However,
they don't
newly reclothed table, it's going to slide in. I think he's able to. He's trying to come behind at the bottom of it. He's done it.
He obviously didn't go past the,
good shot.
The 6.
Yeah.
And that is a great shot.
Yeah, it is. I think Lee's just changed completely, hasn't his body language just changed? He's hitting the ball confidently. I think he thinks he's got a real good chance.
But I don't think he forced his way back into the match. I think Chris gave him a lifeline.
He's dropped his game a little bit, which is not great from his side of things.
No. But then being given a lifeline and then taking that, and using it is a different thing. So he has done. Lee's done very well.
I think Lee's going to draw this right back. Lee loves to really let that cue ball go loose. Well, instead, it has got a little bit of an angle, so he could maybe push this forward. But Lee loves to draw that cue ball back, full table, get the cue ball rolling. Let's see what he does here.
Well, he's not doing what you said.
He's going to push it through, isn't he?
Obviously. To be honest,
lovely shot, Lee. Nice.
Shot. I think.
Oh, he is back. He is back.
Whatever shot you call, you can pretty much guarantee it'll be the opposite.
Yeah, we need to stop
what transpires in the match.
All right. So this 9 for 7-5. Oh, he's missed that. I don't believe it. Oh, I don't believe it.
Why did he hit it so hard?
Jumped up. I think he's confident. He's almost overconfident with that shot. So Chris has got a great chance when it looked like he was really under pressure. He's been handed a little bit of a lifeline here. Right, so this is tough from Chris. Is the 9 frozen? We don't think so.
We're never going to know that.
What are you going to do? You're going to do right hand side cushion first, maybe. Spin it.
It just depends how you feel.
This is a 9-ball shot.
If I was playing at the minute with my confidence levels, I'd be playing safe, and then I'd be getting found out by a decent player.
Yeah. I think you've got to shoot at this one. You can't be.
I think Spanish will.
Yeah, I mean he's always aggressive.
But with the rest, we've just made it doubly harder.
See what he's
it
going
maybe
to do.
becomes a very hard shot.
Always missed it. Well, I tell you what. I think he's got the right ideas. Put a little bit of pace on it so that cue ball can come up the table, just in case he misses it. Little insurance policy. Tell you what, this is tense. I think Lee's going to try and bank this. He's going to go aggressive.
What? I always just think, with the banks, especially table length, full table length banks, it's all or nothing, isn't it?
He is going aggressive here. Oh, he's made it. Oh,
where's the cue
what
ball?
a shot.
Hello.
Oh, boy.
What a shot that was.
Take a bow, Lee Creighton. You messed up that 9, but you more than made up for it with that shot. That was magnificent.
You just wanted to make it look better, didn't you?
Cracking shot there. I was put off actually by Chris talking. Not a fan of these players chatting to each other, I'll be honest.
No, I don't mind it. It's respect. It's mutual respect. I tell you what, I did not expect us to have a game here. I thought this was going to be. Well, what was my prediction? It was 9-6, wasn't it?
Yeah, what did I say? 9-5. Doesn't look quite as likely now, does it?
So one of the camera angles we've got here in the box, we can see the players sitting down, and I can see Lee. His whole body language has changed in the last maybe 20 minutes, half an hour. He's now up. His shoulders are back.
You got
Here
his
he comes.
chair pretty quickly.
Absolutely, he's out with a spring. I mean, this is a different guy we've got here, and that's dangerous. When you've got Lee Creighton, full of confidence, feeling like he's going to do well, that's tough.
On a personal level, if you're 7-1 up, was he 7-1? Is that right? Was he 7-1?
7-1, yeah.
Yeah. How do you try to navigate that situation of a player coming back at you through your own mistakes, and also them papping in some balls?
Yeah, I don't really know how you do it. I think he's just needed a few things to go his way. I guess you could call them rubs, but I think it's more about careless play from Chris at times as well.
Yeah, but if you could listen to my question, okay, I don't want to get annoyed with you.
I've got to be honest, I was more focused on you speaking into the wrong part of the microphone, and I've tried to point that out to you while you were talking.
I don't think, is there a wrong part of the microphone?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sphere,
so see if you bring the microphone right. So see if you
don't touch my face.
That's
Graham.
better.
Right, is that better?
That's much better.
I feel like I'm basically like licking it though with my. You know what I mean, it feels like it's too close. I tell you what, hats off to Dennis Taylor. He's done it for 40 years.
You're now too close because I can hear you breathing into the mic.
Well,
you were fine
you
earlier
make
on.
your mind up.
Anyway, right, let's go back to the game
honestly,
here.
it's constant criticisms in here.
Back to the game here. So Lee's he's going to cut this, you think? Got the chance of hitting into the 5 though, that's the problem. He's playing safe, that's good. Yep.
You say good, but he hasn't played it very well, has he?
It's a containing safety, isn't it? We call it a container in the game.
Well, I don't think that's good enough at this level. Well, he put his trust in the table fitters there. He dribbled that one, and I tell you what, they didn't let him down.
No.
So shout out to the table fitters. It's unfortunate, right, that I don't know their names, but they have done an excellent job as usual. And do you know what? Last night, was it last night? Thursday, yeah. The tables were all set up nice and early, and it's just another aspect of what makes GB9 a great, great weekend.
Very professional, the guys that do the table fitting. We'll try and get their names just to give them a little shout out because they are the best in the UK.
Well, you say try to get their names. How are we going to try and get their names? Like, who are we asking? We're in here on our own, right? We're two lone wolves in the comms box. You make it sound as if I've got like a production crew that are going to just hand us a piece of paper with the names. We don't know who they are, but whoever they are, well done. We can't actually see the people who are watching in the main hall, watching this TV table, but I can hear a lot of Scottish accents. And for some reason, the Scottish guys are always louder than the English and the Welsh and the other nationalities. Why that is, I don't know. But as a Scotsman, it even annoys me. I'll be honest, right, when I was playing my game, all I could hear was David Moyer and Gavin Gillespie making an absolute racket as I'm down on a shot. Now, whether they were doing that deliberately to put me off, who knows? Well, I've got a match at 6 o'clock, so winner's side, by the way. Who would have thought that? Not me. So it doesn't look like I'll be able to see the end of this match, unfortunately. Unless one of them gets a crack on.
Don't worry, I'll still be here to hold the fort.
What a lone commentator. That is a tough job.
Good shot from Chris.
Nae pace.
However, he has not quite made it there.
It doesn't go past the 3, does it? No chance.
No.
Can he cut that? Can he cut that in the middle?
I think he's
No,
safe.
he's playing safe.
Yep. Good shot.
Is it? That's a jump.
It is a jump, but yeah, I mean, listen, he wants to be tight against that 3 ball. Of course he does. Is that the best shot? No, but you know what? He's covered the ball. He hasn't left a straight-in shot. He has left the jump, but he's not left a straight-in shot. I mean, he's not even jumping. Wow, he's going 2 rails here.
Would you have jumped that?
It might have been.
I can never work out whether a jump is even
Here
on
he
or
goes. He's made contact.
not. It's a good hit. He's
left it.
He's
left
it.
it.
He's been
okay, here's a chance. Chris can try and wrestle back control here. It's not the easiest of layouts, but
no, and he's not the best of wrestlers either. So that might be a difficult. I mean, pool-wise, is that what you said? Pool-wise, fine. Wrestling, he's not quite so hot.
nice carom shot there from Chris. I think it's safe to say that Chris has lost control of this game. So
what do you mean? He just potted the ball, mate?
No, I mean he's lost control of the match overall.
Oh, right, I see.
So I think he's going to have to try and run this out.
Oh, well, obviously that's the aim. He's not. He's not looking to put a few points on the board and then play safe, is he?
I think it's quite important that he wins this rack, though. You know, he's.
Just because I've got it in my head, Graham. Right.
Well, I tell you what. Hold on. Just sorry to interrupt you.
Goodness sake.
Sorry to interrupt you there. It was just.
What's happened?
He's not hit that great, has he? Look at he's left a lot of angle on this 3. He's going to have to come up with a real good shot here.
Yeah, but he had that rest spider combo in the spider shape, didn't he? I think. Again, I wasn't really looking.
Oh, nice! He's nailed it. That's a great shot from Chris.
Well, it's the first ball that he's stroked in for about 4 racks now.
But I tell you what, that's a big one. You know, if you're sitting in your seat and you're cold, I tell you what, that's not an easy shot. Fair play to Chris. He's executed it really well. What can he do? He's hampered here by the 6 ball.
Just got to make sure he doesn't snooker himself.
Oh, nice.
Behind the 8, and he hasn't.
No, he's done great there. He's had to put that little bit of extra pace on that ball just to make sure he's not snookered behind the 8. He did a great job there. Folks, this is looking like 8-5. Just as Lee gained control of the match.
Yeah, but you say control, but I think you mean momentum, surely. You can't be in control of a match when you're losing. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe a better player can write in.
Don't do this.
Have we got a PO box or something like that? Like email? Send someone write in, maybe mention. Maybe they can confirm that I'm talking nonsense. Right, there's a one. There's a question for everyone. Can you be in control of a match when you're behind?
Rory, at this stage I do have to point out that we're not actually able to check comments in this particular moment, so I'm really sorry if you've been making comments. My particular, it's nothing to do with GB9, my particular Facebook.
What is the reason?
It's not showing me any comments,
okay,
unfortunately.
so
I'm so sorry.
Is it a Facebook issue, do we think?
It's certainly not a GB9 issue.
Right, well let's blame Facebook. Have we got any contact details for Mark Zuckerberg? We can...
Nice shot there from Chris. I tell you what, though, he's underhit this.
You say nice shot, but I mean, again, I think you're exposing your lack of knowledge here because he's underhit that.
Sorry, nice pot, I should have said.
Right, okay, I'll let you off.
This is a pressure shot. Big shot coming up here for Chris. Can he make it? Nope, he's missed it. It's going towards the middle. He's left it straight into the middle and he's conceded that rack.
Dear.
It's 7-6.
It is one of those shots when you just hit it just slightly too thin and it ends up looking horrendous, doesn't it? When it just drifts away to the top.
That's a tough shot, to be fair. But he left himself there. So you got to take your medicine sometimes.
You've always got to take that on, haven't you?
You do. You do. But I tell you what,
So what do you mean by take your medicine then? That's usually when someone says take the medicine and then, play safe. So again,
his medicine is that tough shot. He's had to take that on.
Oh yeah, fine, no problem. I didn't want to live on air, correct your mistakes. But,
So here we go.
I felt I had to on that one, ladies and gentlemen.
This is rack 14. Chris Fraser 7-6 up.
7 plus
Can
6,
I just point out?
14.
Chris was 7-1 up at one stage. Lee has won the last 5 racks.
Yep.
Momentum has shifted completely in this match. Lee Creighton, he was on the floor half an hour ago.
Yep.
He is now feeling $1 million.
Is that a dry break? Right, what's the time here? 5:43. How long does it take to get changed into the trousers and shoes? Like 5 minutes.
You should have come prepared.
But I didn't know I was going to do the commentary, did I? And to be honest, I'm half regretting it.
He's called a push out.
It's called a push out. He said that quite loudly, didn't he? It was almost a bit aggressive.
We could actually hear it from where we are at the moment.
I think simmer down Spanish. Right, well these two are mucking about on this one ball. Have we got any scores that we can look at? We got anything? I mean, I can see there's a table 2 here. And who's playing on that? Darren Murray. It's against Jim Telford. We mentioned that, didn't we? But we can't see the score on that, unfortunately. I mean, obviously there's a way, but we're two clowns, so we can't see.
I can absolutely give you a score update here,
let's
Rory.
go for it.
On this table 1 that you're talking about, it is Jim Telfer 6, Darren Murray 2. So it's a bit of a dominant match there for Telfer. Really close match happening on table 4. Brad Railton 7 each with Mark Shepard. Paul Taylor and Gary Bullock 6-5 to Paul Taylor. That is a close one as well.
Paul Taylor, is it?
Paul Taylor.
Paul Taylor, yeah.
Philip Wildman is
lovely guy.
just about to knock out Alvin Chan. Oh, in fact, knock him to the loser side, so Alvin would still be in the tournament.
And obviously in the tiers as well.
Adam Stevens is 7-3 down to Liam Waterworth.
I tell you what, Adam Stevens, for what he does and then playing as well.
Oh, superhuman.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially this weekend.
I tell you what, I mean, that guy, you wouldn't know it just by looking at him because he looks quite average as a person, but he is superhuman.
Oh yes, I totally agree. Of course, Viv is not here this weekend. Shout out to Viv if you're listening. Terrific tournament director.
Is she on holiday? Or?
I think she's reffing somewhere else. What a great job she does here at the GB9,
Absolutely.
and I'm sure that her absence is felt very much by the team at GB9. They're doing a great job to make up for her not being here.
Yeah.
Julian Roper, I know, is taking on refereeing duties as well as
And
playing. What a shot from Lee. Oh, he's missed it. Chance here for Chris.
So he's doing the reffing and playing?
He's reffing and playing.
Yeah.
So fair play to Julian. Really good referee. He refereed one of my matches
Where?
at one of the matchroom events recently.
What, in Fulda in Germany?
Yes.
Oh.
Great job. Really, really passionate about the game as well. So, yeah, shout out to the guys here at GB9. But Adam is slightly suffering though because he is losing 7-3 at the moment. So, is the pressure of hosting GB9
It can't be easy.
and playing?
Honestly, I've got no pressure on my shoulders, really.
Yep.
And I struggle.
Good player, Adam, as well. Good player. Right, Chris is at the table here. It's a really good shot from Chris. Wow. Went right round that 7 ball. I tell you what, the angle he's got in this 3, is he actually dead straight? I think he's currently looking. He's looking to see.
Looking to see what, Graham? I think, do you know what you're actually saying?
Yep, he was just looking to see if the 4 passes the 5. We have an angle here.
Yeah, it definitely goes.
It goes. Does it go 100%?
Yes. Stop mucking about. Get it in.
Great shot, Chris.
Wonderful. What's he on now? What?
No, that's a tough shot. To avoid the 8 and the 7, he played that really well. He's left himself a tough 5. Again, talking about taking your medicine, he's going to have to take his medicine here with this shot on the 5. But if he...
Yeah, but I don't actually think you say that phrase quite well, because taking your medicine, I thought, maybe I'm wrong again, but I thought that meant, not continuing with the, trying to run the rack out. I thought taking your medicine meant sort of batten down the hatches, safety time. We'll have to ask.
Oh, great. Oh, it's a great shot. Oh, what a shot there from Chris.
Quite a nice little nudge off the 7 as well.
And suddenly, this rack is opened up nicely. This could be 8-6.
I heard my name just shout. Did you hear that in the main room? What, guys? Come on, let's have a bit of respect here. I'm not. I mean, here.
Oh, he's missed it. Oh, I don't believe he's missed it.
I tell you what,
Chris. Let's watch it again. Yeah, he's aimed for the inside of the pocket, but he's.
Well, the fact that Spanish has stayed up all night is that in a closer match now.
Lee's down on this one here. Oh. I think I'm not sure if he can get through that gap.
Because this game is now gone on, maybe is the fatigue of Chris starting to come into play.
Can Lee get through this gap? I think he can. He can. Oh, nice.
He's going to
needs it to speed up a little bit.
Slightly. No, it's a tester.
Yeah, I mean, is it dead straight?
I don't think it's dead straight.
No, it's not. So, I tell you what, I think that's a good shot.
Absolutely.
Who would have thought?
But he'll need another good shot here.
Who would you have thought, Rory? 7-1 down. Would you have thought that we
No,
could
if
have got this
if you
back?
had said to me 7 each, right, I would have slapped you silly.
Big shot here. This is huge. Oh, he's missed it. Oh, he's missed it. Where's the going to go? It's safe. He's got a little bit of fortune there. So what's Chris going to do here? I think he's going to go aggressive. He's going to try and bank this into the ball.
You think he's banking this?
Yeah, I think he's banking. Oh, he could cut it. Chris, we know Chris.
Well,
Chris is good at cutting the ball for sure.
Cutting or banking, bloody hell. They're both very hard.
He's going to... it's difficult to tell. He is going to cut it. Oh, what a shot. What a shot. He's overrun the cue ball slightly. You can't blame him for that because that was a really good shot.
Yeah.
You would still put money on him making this, wouldn't you?
He almost overcut it, to be honest. There's no way I would have gone for that, to be honest. No confidence.
He's made it. So, it's 8-6.
8-6.
It's taken Chris, I would say, about 40 minutes at least to win a rack here, maybe half an hour. He will be feeling really relieved that he made that there. Sometimes when you're frozen out for so long in a match, your confidence can drop a little bit, so you've got to respect what he's done there.
Absolutely, because you're sitting in your seat. What are you thinking?
Am I going to get
negative thoughts can creep in?
Yeah.
Just for the sake of my match being at 6 o'clock, I do hope that Chris wins this rack so that I can shoot off. Because if it goes hill, what is it? Is it 7-6?
It is 8-6 to
it's
Chris.
8-6, yeah.
Put the score up
So
yet.
if Lee mounts another comeback, then I won't have time to see the end of it, unfortunately. So for that sake alone, let's go.
Jim Telfer is on the hill against Darren Murray. Mark Shepherd is on the hill against Brad Railton. Adam Stevens has got a couple of racks back against Liam Waterworth. It's 7-4 now. Alan Brown is also on the hill. Now look at this for a break. Oh!
Tier 2 winner.
Yes. Very good play,
current.
Alan. No, he didn't win the
Did
last
not,
one.
Did not. Who did?
Can't recall. It was... Sean Johnson.
Oh yes.
Okay, so
Wan Johnson.
So what's he going to do here? Is he going to push? I mean, I tell you what a break that is.
Yeah, he was
Three off the break, and he's
unfortunate.
The cue ball and the one have sat up really nicely as well, but that 6 has just got right in the way just to spoil things.
Yeah, it's always annoying that, isn't it?
What would you do here?
What would I do? I don't know. I mean, I would... At this stage of a match, genuinely, I mean, obviously this is the time you need to concentrate the most, and genuinely, I start to switch off. I lose focus. Now, we're talking about weaknesses of these players, or of Chris earlier. I mean, if we tried to tap into the weaknesses of me, I mean, we'd be having to go into the next game to
we'd be
to
here
rattle
all
through
night.
all of them.
We'd be here all night. Anyway, back to this game. So
Well, that is a shame, because I was just about to then come on to maybe your weaknesses, and that's why I kind of set it up.
Unfortunately, we're not here to talk about ourselves, Rory. We're here to talk about these two really good players, way better than what we are. Way better than what we are.
No.
So, he's pushed.
What?
He's pushed. Right, so he's left
I'll
a
tell you
little
something.
edge.
Well, you've said that, and I will take slightly offence, because the last time I played Chris in a competitive match, I papped him. 7-3.
When? Where?
That was at the Edinburgh finals night. Edinburgh Monday finals night.
It doesn't exist. He's
It-
just made that up again. He's making things up. Anyway, so
Actually,
So it looks like-
absolutely destroyed them, to be honest.
Lee's given this back to Chris. So I think Chris is going to be looking for a little safety here. Oh, he's under hit that. Oh boy, that's a big mistake. He's actually fouled, of course. Tell you what, big chance here for Lee. With Chris on the hill, Lee cannot make a mistake here. This is no miss territory.
Well, I don't think he is, to be honest. I mean, it's fairly...
You would back him, wouldn't you?
Obviously, he is.
He's going to be feeling
I mean,
good.
what's going wrong here, really?
He's feeling good. He's put together a really, really good comeback. 7-1 down, he's got it to 7 each. Rory, I think you've just been called for your match, so you're going to have to leave the commentary booth. I'm really sad about
I
that.
told you, Graham, to keep an eye on this. And now I'm not even changed yet. Well, it's been a pleasure.
Well, Rory's had to go, unfortunately. Thanks for the contribution, Rory. Thanks for coming. So Lee's running this one out. Oh, what a match we have here. And it's 8-7. What a game we have here. For those of you just joining us, Chris was 7-1 up. Lee looked like it was game over. But Chris dropped his game a little bit. A couple of little rubs here and there. Lee found his way back. He's a totally different person now. Chris is going to be feeling the pressure. Well, he's got a shot on the one, but it's just a little safety here. The next match on this stream table is going to be Ryan O'Neill against Benji Buckley. Two stalwarts of the GB9. Benji, a former winner of the GB9 main event. Very, very, very good player. That's a good safety shot there from Lee Creighton. He's tried to kick and stick. And he's left a shot. This is a chance for Hill. Now, apologies if my voice cracks up a little bit. Got a bit of a frog in my throat at the moment. Lee's just left that a little bit too much angle there. Should still be okay if he just studs this one in. Yep, nice. No major obstacles in the way here. I think we're going to have a Hill game. He's missed it, I can't believe it. Oh, Lee. He's got a little bit fortunate. It's ended up being safe. But Chris has got a chance here. It's not the first time we've seen Lee miss a shot that's quite straightforward. A key shot at that. Sometimes it's easy to take your eye off the ball. These Rasson middle pockets, they are as tight as it gets. Gone safe. This doesn't look too bad. We can see it, but the 8 is taking the pot away. Decent shot there from Chris. Putting Lee under pressure. He cannot make a mistake here. Taking his time, Lee, and you can't blame him really. This is a big shot. So he could try and play safe, try and get the cue ball back to where it roughly is here. Use the 8 as a blocker, but that 7 could come out. Yeah, it's a good effort. Again, just like Chris's last shot, a little bit overrun, but still good. And the pressure's on Chris now. What can he do? A little bit more margin for error for Chris. But he still wants to try and get this match done. He's gone for the bank. I think he's... Oh, he's made it! Oh, wow, what a shot. What a shot. He needed something good and he got it. Stun run through here for the 9, but he's just run through a little bit too far. This is a tricky cut. Middle pocket comes into it here as well. Needs to watch out. And he's made it. Great shot from Chris. This game is over. Well done, Chris Fraser. 9-7 winner. What a great comeback from Lee Creighton. From 7-1 down, he made it 7 each. But Chris hung on. Fantastic match. I hope you enjoyed that, everyone. And I am going to be signing off, but hang around for the next match. Ryan O'Neill against Benji Buckley.